The night I lost control, my first grand mal seizure. It was supposed to be just another night in Miami. The streets were alive, people moving, lights flashing, the pulse of the city thrumming through my veins. I was part of it, or so I thought, until I wasn't. I hadn't slept, not a second. There was no time for that, no time for rest, for listening to my body, for questioning what I felt. There was only the clock ticking, demanding action. I threw on my formal attire, climbed into my car and drove. It wasn't the exhaustion that made my hands shake. It was something deeper, something unknown that I couldn't understand. I told myself I was just tired. I didn't know that I was about to step into the darkest chapter of my life. The on-ramp loomed ahead, the curve. A curve I knew too well, one I had taken hundreds of times before. But that night, that curve was different. Something snapped, a violent, unnatural jolt, like a fist crashing against the inside of my body. My hands left the wheel, my vision gone. The world around me twisted, blurred, and then chaos. My car swerved. I fought for control, but it was too late. I flew. I should have crashed. The palm trees, everywhere, should have been my end. Yet somehow I missed them all. The car veered down into an open ditch. I had no idea how. Then, darkness. I woke up in a crater. My car was still running, its engine a distant hum. The highway hung like a shadow above me. I didn't know how I got there. No memory of impact. No memory of anything. But I didn't have time to figure it out. I had to get to work. I reversed the car, crawled back onto the highway, fighting to make sense of what was happening. I forced my body to keep going, to ignore the screaming pain, to move like a machine with no soul. But my body wasn't a machine. Another jerk. Another. My muscles locked. My mind splintered, flickered like a faulty light bulb. The world around me warped. The concrete blurred. And then black. The screech of metal. That was the first thing I heard when I came to. My car was grinding against the concrete barrier. Sparks flew as I fought to stop it. But my hands, they wouldn't listen. I wasn't in control anymore. The car, the momentum, it had taken over. I hit the brakes. The sound of metal against metal echoed in my ears. I stepped out. Where was I? The SUV, the woman inside, the crash. It all felt like a fog. I walked toward her, still numb, still forcing myself to keep going, to do what I knew I should do. But before I reached her, the world went dark again. When I woke up, I was on the ground, gasping for air. Blood was dripping sideways into my eyes, the taste of metal, my own blood. My body betrayed me. There was nothing I could do but wait. Wait for my body to come back to me. But what was I even coming back from? I struggled to move, forced myself up. And then, again, everything went black. Next thing I knew, I was in a hospital bed. The doctors' voices were distant, words blurred together. They said it was a seizure, a grand mal, my first diagnosis. But that word, epileptic, what did it even mean? What did it explain? The terror of losing control on that highway, the horror of feeling like I was disappearing from existence. No one had answers, just a label, a condition that no one talks about, a condition that is everywhere, hidden, misunderstood. How many others are out there, driving, working, living, seconds away from losing control? How many others are out there, unknowingly living on the edge of the unknown, with no clue what's waiting to take them down? We treat epilepsy like another disorder, another statistic. But this isn't just a disorder. This is something bigger. This is the mind itself, the very thing that keeps us in control of our lives. But we don't talk about it. We need to. Because the next person who loses control might not wake up. And for some twisted reason, I did.